Wow, he just took off on that one, and he might have just won the game for him.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 41, Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing They go for big yardage, and here they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And again, it's Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Let's go. Get him now. Let's go, fellas.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Brady to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. Firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Let's go do this thing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. Well, Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. So after the INT, it's Brady. They set up the screen for Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Brady. A slant to Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing now is Brady. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you...
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Keep our boys. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Once again, we got to go. That's right. Let's go. Let's go do this thing, baby. It's one play at a time, baby. Let's do it. Get him going, baby. Let's go, baby. Turn it up.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. To throw is Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Keys to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Brady. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters. Close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all clean. Go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal.